And welcome back. Now, from before, we did say that we were going to be joining our correspondent in Abuja, and that's Marvellous Obomanu, who brought us that package from earlier regarding the labor union's announcement of a strike impending for tomorrow. We're joined now by Marvellous Obomanu. Marvellous, good morning to you. Good to have you.
Yeah, good morning to you too.
Yes, indeed. So, Marvellous, first off, we want to just start by asking you, please, can you give us exactly what the situation is, especially regarding the body language of the TUC and the NLC, talking about the strike that has been announced for tomorrow. Is it imminent, is the question that Nigerians would like to know.
This morning, I am talking to you with a mixed feeling that up till today, we are still having on what should be the new minimum wage. We are aware that as at 30th of May, when during the Workers' Day, minimum wage, but they said that the tripartite committee are yet to wrap up what they are doing, and therefore that we should hold on till they are done. And then was 40-something thousand, 50-something thousand, and now 60,000, and then labor is still fixed that what should be an acceptable new minimum wage should be 494,000 naira. And therefore, as at the day before yesterday, before they held a press conference, they were supposed to meet government on Tuesday, and government away from that 60,000 naira they had already proposed. Then as at Friday, organized labor unions accused the government of not showing up at the meeting, and then the organized labor union said they had a next meeting which mandated them to declare an indefinite nationwide industrial action, which by 12 midnight today it will commence. And then of course we've seen some of the affiliate unions saying that they will join that particular industrial action. Then we are seeing other reports where some people in the private sector are saying that going on an industrial strike will not do the government, will not do Nigerians any good. And then as at midnight, the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Kiru Konyedacho, released a statement that labor should understand, reason with the government, that going on this strike action will not do Nigerians any good. Rather, it will hurt what is already happened, that they should imbibe the spirit of social dialogue. And then when you hear something like social dialogue, you now get to ask yourself, what has been happening to the negotiations? Of course, this is the negotiation, so there ought to be an aim. But the truth is, have we asked ourselves, the money labor is proposing and the minimum wage government is proposing, how realizable it is? How, is this something that is obtainable? Now, the Minister of Information, as yesterday, released a statement that if government goes by what the labor is proposing, they'll be paying about 9 trillion naira as new minimum wage. With the way Nigeria's economy is configured at present, government paying that amount of money, how will it hurt the economy? What will be the impact? And of course, it's not about civil servants. We also have those in the private sector. Can they pay this amount of money? And then you see them retrenching staff, reducing staff salary, people will lose their job, especially those in the private sector. Because when you're talking about Nigerian workers, it is not just the civil servants alone. We also have those in the private sector. How will entrepreneurs, how will employers cope if the 494,000 should be something to go by? I think in all fairness, in all honesty, and in all sincerity, both government and labor should come to this table, not coming with a preempted mindset. Come empty, be ready to accept whatever is thrown to you, deliberate on it, look at it, not having a mindset already before coming to that negotiation table. I think something of 150,000 to 200,000 should be something the labor should be looking at. And then let me also tell you, the amount labor is proposed is not as if government to make government come up a bit. It's not as if, yes, they know that government cannot pay that 490-something thousand with the way the economy is configured at present. Government does not need to pay the workers alone. They also have other capital projects they need to embark on. But what level is come up a bit? They said they have proposed 60,000 naira, and it's 100% increment from what we have since 2019 during President Muhammad Buhari's tenure. Well, ask yourself again, what is the present economic reality? What is the value of 30,000 naira in 2019, fast forward to 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, where prices of goods in the market are skyrocketing, price of staple foods are going up, we have fluctuation of the naira. Now we are talking about electricity you are saying let's pay them 60,000 naira. Is that attainable? Is that achievable? Can it help the Nigerian workers? I mean, you need
Marvellous. Marvellous, if you can hear me. Marvelous. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. We're saying that. I mean, you made some very valid points there, and they're very pertinent issues being raised across all boards and all sectors. And also, all analysts also said, you know, that this must come to an end, and some negotiation or compromise must be had. But many thanks, Marvellous, for doing this with us. And we understand that tomorrow commences the indefinite strike. We're very certain that you would, you know, keep your eyes. You're going to be on the ground to cover as it unfolds. But many thanks again, Marvellous.
Thank you, Marvellous.
Let me just give you something. Let me just give you something before you go. Now, if the 494,000 that Labour is proposing is not something that is feasible, at least they can say, okay, let us pay 100 and 150. With the agreement, we will review the minimum wage every year. I think such an agreement is something that, I mean, it will not hurt the economy. The government will not be really difficult. So if they say, let's go with 60,000 or 100,000 or 150, there should be an option to yearly regulate and review the minimum wage based on the economic realities that we find ourselves. Thank you.
Many thanks again. We appreciate you.